What is going on, everybody, man? Welcome to a Wednesday night Soul Connection. A lot of y'all know it for being on Tuesday nights, but it has officially moved to Wednesday. I asked the question, I listened to the people, and I produced. A lot of you all said it's better on a Wednesday night for you all, so that's what we're gonna rock with from here on out until further notice. Now, hold on, let me try to get some things adjusted a little bit. Let me go ahead and start the backdoored vertical stream portion of it. Now the vertical is listed as vertical when it pops up on the live, so hopefully there won't be any confusion. If there is, please feel free to let me know. Um, as far as all the technical things, I am a one-man band, but as far as everything else, I cannot do it without you all. So I greatly appreciate you all support and working with me throughout this whole process. The backdoor portion of the live is currently going and is kicked off right now. So if you prefer the vertical format better, please feel free to hop over there. Let me try to adjust some things and try to get it better in frame. But I know y'all saw the thumbnail, y'all read the title. We're going to get into a bit of what the thumbnail is talking about, because that is crazy. That is some crazy news, a bit of exciting news as well. And I'm going to ask you all how you feel about that, and do you all think it's going to work for future references? Hopefully a few people are going to be joining us tonight as well. Don't know, can't make any promises, but whether they do or whether they don't, hey, we're going to rock out. We're going to make the best of it. I want to kick off by giving people that are here a shout out. Shout out to my ghost watchers too, man. I appreciate y'all as well. But Mario said, good evening with the fire emoji, man. Good evening to you, Mario, man. Glad to have you here. The family is glad to have you here. And we're going to keep it rolling. Ryan McPherson said, hey, man, what's going on, Ryan McPherson, man? Glad to see you here, brother, man. How was your day? Tyrone Turner Sr. said, what's good, HG and chat, man? What's good, Tyrone, man? Glad to see you here. The family is glad to have you here. And I just want to ask everybody, how are they doing? How is your week going so far? I know it's just the beginning of the week, but hey, the beginning of the week sets the tone for the rest of the week. Now, we all know what today is. Today is either that big dub or that big L, man. That big L. We had the release of, let me pull it up here. And I'm glad I was able to pull this up, because a lot of times it disappears. But we had the release of the SB Dunk Futura. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And the oh, my cursor stopped moving. I was looking at something crazy. And we also had the Air Jordan 3 J Balvin Rio collab. Now, thanks to KB Kicks and the James Myers, what is that called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The thing, not the Reddit, but the whole little thing where people come together and they talk and they just drop a whole bunch of different things. Thanks to them and James Myers, they dropped the numbers for the stock. And in my size for either release, my size is size 10, Ryan McPherson, the Discord. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I had a brain fart when it came to that. But yes, the Discord. I was thinking about like Reddit, but y'all knew what I was talking about. But thanks to the James Myers Discord, KB Kicks dropped the stock numbers in the Discord. If you don't know, There's a lot going on in Discord. So if you want some good information, head over to the Discord, join the Discord, and it's good things going on in there. But the numbers for these two releases for Nike sneakers app were dropped in the Discord. And in my size, a size 10, there was barely 1,000 pairs in each size. So you know it was going to be slim pickings from the beginning. We knew it was going to be slim pickings when J Balvin on the website offered you early access if you paid $100 for any item or spend $100 on the site. Now, I didn't spend $100. You know, I was going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to spend $100, and I just didn't do it because I didn't think it was worth it. Like, it just felt like another merch grab to me, like a way to sell out merch. And of course, like, you can't honestly really sell out merch when you're doing pre-orders. You're just basically leaving the site open for as long as you want to leave it open and seeing how many orders you can get. And if you reach a certain goal of orders, then you go through with it. If you don't, you just cancel all the orders and you give people their money back, or you just make up some kind of lame excuses. They always do. This just felt like something a lot better than what Travis Scott's website would do, but not too much better. And I have to stop blaming Travis Scott. Like, we honestly have to stop blaming Travis Scott because he doesn't run the website. He's just a name. I was talking with James about this, like, I think last week. We've got to get out of the controlled mindset that it's all Travis Scott's fault, when that's definitely not the case. It's the people running it. Now, of course, he could step in and say, hey, look, I'm getting a lot of complaints about this, and this is not what I want to represent. But when was the last time he really paid attention to it? When was the last time any of these companies or brands paid attention to their site? Same thing for Off-White, or well, Off-White is a little bit better, so that's lack of better words. But Union, yeah, well, no, Union tries. Hey, somebody help me out here. But regardless, when was the last time any of these places really paid attention to their website to monitor their website and things like that? Giganator, what up, though, man? What up, Kari, man? What's going on? I hope everything is okay, man. I hit you up with a message. I don't know if you got it. I even texted you, but I really hope everything is okay. Feel free to hit me back. Yeah. But glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. Glad to see that you're tapping in and whatnot. Oh, speaking of Discord, there goes the Discord notification right there, man. Always notifications going off, and things like that. Ron McPherson said, facts, Travis is innocent. Yeah, in this sense, yes, he is. Giganator said, I wouldn't call Travis innocent. Look, Kari, hey. Everything's managing, bro. I'm at work, but tapped in. Hey, man, salute to you, man. Appreciate it. Hope everything goes well with you at work. If you got the time, if you get off work in time, hey, come on, tap in, man. Come to your second home, man. You're always welcome. But we got the release of these two shoes, and slim pickings. I didn't see very many W's. I saw a lot of L's, though. I saw a lot of L's. I was kind of hoping I would get a W. That way I would have like some content to bring you all for this small little gap, this small little terrible window of releases. No such luck. I mean, I was going to get it and sell it anyway, but it is what it is. You all won't be getting any reviews for the Rios or the Futuras from me. Again, I've already told y'all. Y'all already know that I didn't like the Futuras. I didn't like the Rios. They're not terrible shoes, but the Rio was for me I guess a usual lazy attempt from J Balvin. I challenge you all to tell me what was his best release, and then stack it up next to or grade it next to another big release, collaborative release within that silhouette or time frame or genre, or whatever, what have you, and then really be honest about, is it really good, or is it really good because it's good, or is it good because of how limited it is? Like the last non-limited release that he had didn't do well at all. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I get picked on and made fun of about that all the time. Sledge X said, HG, what's good, man? What's good? Sledge X, man, salutes to you. I really appreciate you for coming through. Let's see. The Giganator said, thanks for checking in. I appreciate you, man. Always, man. Always. Checking in for family, man. I would say Travis is complacent. Okay. Okay. By true definition, yes, you're absolutely right. He is complacent. Um, especially given the fact, hold on. Well, I'll talk about that in just a second. I'll talk about reasons as to why you are absolutely correct on him being complacent. I like the Rios was gonna trade the dunks. Yeah. If you put these two side by side in a winner takes all battle, the Rios, in my opinion, at least for me, the Rios would definitely take the dub over the Futuras. For y'all, if y'all put these two together in a head-to-head battle, which one would you give the dub to? Drop it in the chat. Which one are you giving the dub to? Are you giving the dub to the Rios, or are you giving the dub to the Futuras? Like for me, the Futuras, they're basic. Um, it's not really it. The Futuras don't really speak SB Dunk collab for me. And on top of that, I don't know who Futura is, and I've said that plenty of times before. And I'm not saying that to like hate on Futura and what they do, but I don't know who they are, and this is not like, if it were me, this is not what I would want to be recognized for as my first collab shoot. Kind of like Nina Chanel, like her first collab was terrible, and that's not something I would want to be recognized for. I want to be recognized for something like what, I guess, in a sense, what Element did, even though what Element did back in the day would now be considered like basic and basically on the same level as Futura. But back in the day when the Fragment One dropped, that was crazy. That was like one of the first collabs, and it was a crazy consideration for a top shoot. Sledge X said his best was the previous three. Compared to that, the Amaman Year 3. And he said, not even close. The Rios would have been trade value for me. I'll pay resale for the Futura personally. Nathan Thomas, what's going on, Nathan Thomas? He said, it's not their first collab with Nike. Futura, you're saying Futura is not Futura's first collab with Nike? Okay. What was Futura's first collab? Because again, like I said, I'm not familiar with Futura. And they're just basically an up and coming for me. So Nathan, please feel free to fill me in on Futura's collab. And okay, I put that up there for y'all, so that you all can keep up and see what I'm looking at from backstage. And I apologize, it took me a second, but I got on a rant, so to speak. But yeah. So according to our good family Nathan, he said this is not the first collab. If you all know as well, if you all can tell me, Futura's first collab was in 2003. Okay. Wow, this has been a long time. I wonder what's kept them from doing another collab with Nike. Because that's what, 21 years. Jeez, that's a long time. Hey. So let's see what you all had to say. G Face said no one likes the Jordan 2 and price point was insane. You're absolutely right. The the Jordan 2 was just as terrible. Now, if you compare it to the Jordan 2, then yeah, the threes are definitely his his best collab. And that's not saying a lot, because for me, the Jordan 3s are lazy. And I want to say that there's so much hype surrounding the Jordan 3 because the simple fact that they're limited, and for the simple fact that it's hard to mess up a 3. And what else do we have to look forward to? What else did we have to look forward to in that time frame? We had what? The fours, the reimagined fours, and now the military blue fours. It was another shoe that we had to look forward to. But it wasn't much. So we were basically chugging along on fumes, so to speak, when it came to collabs and good releases. Yayo Sosa said, "Hey, yo, took that dub on the Rio on the sneakers app." Whoa, whoa! Congratulations, Yayo Sosa, man. That's crazy. Congratulations, man. I definitely took a L. I took a L on both. I'm just gonna say that. Nathan Thomas said, "Not sure if he had something to do with the Ben and Jerry's, the SB Ben and Jerry's." Okay, okay. So you think he might have had his hand on the Ben and Jerry's? Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look all this up. But I appreciate you, man. Derek Dynasty said these look like the Fear threes, but the hype made them sell out. They do definitely take a certain element from the Fear threes. I can definitely see that in what you're saying. And of course, yeah, absolutely. They sold out because of the limited numbers and the price that people know that they were going to go for. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So the Giganator said, "I'd say Rio threes is the best, but they're not groundbreaking." Exactly, and that's exactly how I feel. They're not groundbreaking as far as any collab goes. There are a ton of collabs that beat this. Even some basic collabs like the Alma fours and the Alma fours, and I don't like the Alma fours, and that's partly due to the fact of what we were promised beforehand or the mock-ups that we saw. But I I don't. That's a tough one. Would you all take the Alma fours over these? Not the new ones, not the Derek Jeters or whatever the dude's name is, the Sos, I don't know, whatever the dude's name is that we keep making fun of. But would you take the first Alma 4 release over the J Balvin threes, man? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Tyrone Turner or True to Size said, "Congratulations, man. That's a big congratulations, man. Go play a lottery ticket, brother. Go play a lottery ticket for sure." These Jordan threes he dropped are going to be better than the Alma threes this year. Probably. If they're anything what we have seen, they are more than likely going to be better than the Alma threes, but that's not saying much though. I think Alma has gotten into that space of dropping for the sake of dropping and then have gotten kind of lazy. And I think they've also stopped listening to what the community wants. And it's painful to say. It's either they stop listening to what the community wants and they've gotten lazy, or these are things that James Whitner had already had in the clip, and he's just trying to boom, 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 get them out there for the simple fact of just putting them out there and just staying relevant. But it's definitely terrible. I don't know how you could do the two. I mean, the one, and I don't even like the one, but the two was decent, regardless of how we feel about twos. We got to say the two was a decent Alma collab. The threes is definitely a great one. The airships, they were pretty decent. The airships are decent. So, and the fours, again, the fours get a bad rap because of what we were shown before. Now, had they dropped what we were shown before and maybe did like the four that they actually gave us as a limited release or a friends and family or something like that, I really think that the opinion and the thought process on those fours would have been a lot different. But to follow all of those up with what's coming next with Alma Manier, it's just it's just no thank you. Sledge X said, "I would have hit on the Balvins had I paid paid the $100 merch last week. Had them in cart ready to go, but I didn't get access. Damn, damn. Hey, I don't know how I would feel if I were in your shoes, man. Absolutely, I would take the I'm on my year fours all day. So Sledge said he would take the I'm on my year fours over the Rios. So True to Size said in terms of battling against the Rios versus the Futura, he said he would take the Rios. Charles Minima, man, salutes to you, man. What's going on? Thank you for tapping in. He said the Rios are greater than the Futuras. So it almost looks like the Futuras are going to lose by a landslide. And from my perspective, I can honestly agree. Giganator said, I'd say the three only because I'd wear them. Futuras have more to the execution, but I wouldn't be wearing them. Okay. Okay. I, I, yeah. There's more. I guess when you look at the pattern and the color splatters and things like that, the Futura absolutely offers more than what the Rio offers in terms of execution. But it's just something about, even though the Futuras are offering more, it's just it just isn't there. Ryman Fisher said Futura is a graffiti artist. He's a graffiti artist. And this is what we got. I'd have to hear I'd have to hear his thought process behind this, because this is something that, if this is art, is it either it's either I'm not liking it and it's not speaking to me, or it's going way over my head right now. And that might be the case. It might be the case that this art that he put out there on this dunk is going way over my head, or it might be he has something more crazier in mind and Nike just limited him to this right here. I don't know, but I don't think Nike would have limited him, because like the SBs are pretty much known for, being crazy. The SBs are the crazy portion of Nike. So I don't know. But I'd definitely be interested in hearing what was in his mind, or his thought process, or how he went about this when he decided to do that. G-Face said the Futuras are greater than the Rios. Futura have grails, collabs, just have to do a little research. Okay, okay. So G-Face, man, I appreciate that. I'm definitely gonna be doing some research on Futura. Um, it also it almost makes me feel bad that I don't know anything about Futura and I didn't research Futura before I gave like my full opinion. But it happens, man. It happens. You can't know everything, and that's why you all are here, man, to help and pick up what we don't know, man. That's what family is for. So I greatly appreciate y'all, man. Giganator said Futura has put his hands on a few Nikes before, mainly helping the Uncle SB Dunk High. Okay, okay, okay. Futura most recently had the Off-White Dunk exclusively released at auction. Well, see, a limited release don't help me. At auction, it don't help me, man. I need for Futura and Nike to come at us like we're babies. Like I need for every release to be an introductory, or I need them to come at it like it's their first release ever. For me anyway. For me anyway. Because a lot of y'all seem to know a lot about Futura and their collabs. And I'm feeling a little like that. I'm feeling a little lost, man. Giganator said he had a few. I recommend doing a quick Google search. It's legit sneaker history legend in the game. All right. So okay, let me go ahead. Go to google.com. Futura. Futura sneaker collabs. Let me see. So let's see what we can find. Oh, dang. Okay. Oh, that's who this is? Yo, I'm tripping. Yo, hey, family. Okay. Okay. I'm glad y'all pushed me to do that. But yeah, I'm tripping. Wow. Okay. So I'm finna just go down a few. Um, but these right here, I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me see if y'all can see that. But these black and yellow ones, I've seen those before. As a matter of fact, I've seen those recently. Crew went to and if y'all don't know HHSB Crew, shout out to that crew. He went to a sneaker convention in his city, and these were there. These black ones right here. These black ones were there. I know those. These right here. Let me see. Let me highlight these. Let me see. I don't because I think if I click on them, it's not gonna pull them up for y'all, and I'd have to reshare the screen. But damn, I'm just gonna do what I gotta do because I feel real stupid right now. Hold on. I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I gotta do. Oh, it pulled it up. So y'all can see the eBay setup. But these right here, I know these. I know these. Okay, so um that's what the problem is. His releases are so old and few and far between and so limited. Um Look at that. 5 grand, 5 G's for this dunk right here. That like I like dunks, but I can't do 5 bands for a dunk. I can't do a band for a dunk. Can I? Can I do a band for a dunk? No. Maybe. No, maybe if I can make some payments on it, I could, but not just like right off the bat. I couldn't do that. So, uncle, forgive me. Forgive me, Unc. I know not what I speak of. Now I know. Thank you all for holding me accountable. Um, Sledge X said, anyway, you look at it, what a time to be buying sneakers. You can get almost anything for retail or less outside of limited releases and collabs. And that's facts, man. That is facts. It is a great time to be in the sneaker game. It is a great time to be new to the sneaker game. And there it's just like a cycle, and we've talked about it before. Everything cycles back, and it seems that we are in the portion where you can get everything and everything's going to be cheap and it's going to be forgotten about, and then probably a year to 2 years down the line people are going to see it on somebody else's feed or see it in some kind of big YouTuber sneaker collection and be like, man, what is that? I gotta get that. And then the prices are just going to shoot back up, and things are going to start rolling again, because as you can see, Nike has already started limiting the number of stock when it comes to releases. And unfortunately, they did it with the next up and coming releases, be the Futura, the J Balvin Rios, and then another one that I want to talk about in just a second, and we'll get into it after I catch up with all the comments. Um, G Face said Futura off whites was sick and limited to less than 20 pairs. See, so that's what I'm saying. Like, his releases are so limited, it doesn't do him any favors. Like, it does not do him any favors at all. So something needs to be done about that. But I mean, we've been singing that same old song since who knows how long. Mario said the Balvin was just a resale or trade bait if I got the W. Absolutely. I was right there with you. I was praying to the sneaker gods that I got the W, so that number one, I could see whether I was right or wrong about how much I dislike the shoe. Now, I'm pretty sure the material quality is good, because a lot of people said the last three that he released, the materials were pretty good. So I'm sure that everything was good on that end. But as far as like the overall look, if it were a good overall look or if it was a bad overall look, I honestly wanted to know. That way, I mean, if I was wrong, I get in front of y'all on a video and let y'all know I'm wrong, man. Y'all know how I do. Um, and if I was right, y'all gonna get one hell of a funny review because I might talk about it. I might talk about it bad, but I was gonna sell it to kind of like get something else or take care of something else. I don't know, man. I never know what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I'll say I get a shoe and to sell it and I keep it. And I end up like wearing it at some point or maybe never wearing it, but can't say never. It still going. Yeah, but Giganator said the Rio 3 is greater than the I'm on year 4 black too clean. The black is too clean. Okay. Let me see. Okay. I guess. Yeah. But anything black is too clean in this situation. So I don't, that's why I say I can't really give full credit to the Rio, especially given his portfolio of collaborative releases. So yeah. Sledge X said, I say most people were going for the Balvins for trade value. Sledge X also said, I'll be honest, I wouldn't wear them. So how many of you all would actually, if y'all got the Rio 3s or the Futuras, how many of you all would actually have worn those? To be 100% honest, how many of y'all would have actually worn them? Because I'm gonna tell you, like, I don't know. I don't know, because there's a lot of okay. To be frank, um, I've got one, two, three, and then backstage, y'all can't see it either. 4, 5, 6 stacks of shoes, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes high. And out of so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6. That's 36 pairs of shoes right here alone, and that's out in the open. So out of 36 pairs of shoes that are stacked up out in the open, how many pairs have I actually worn? Zero. I ain't even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try to guess or lie to y'all. In my mind, to be honest, zero pairs. I even have a pair of 13s that are sitting way off to the side over here. The Obsidian 13s that when I bought them, I planned on wearing them. Didn't wear them. They just been sitting outside the box. I'm surprised they don't have dust on them, but it is what it is, man. I'm an anomaly. I'm an anomaly. Um, it is what it is. Tyrone Turner Sr. said, would not have worn the dunks, but I'm not hating on anyone that would, just not my style. Hey, I feel you. It took me a while to get used to dunks, man. Dunks for me, and it might be for a lot of people, dunks was something that I just had to get over my biases a little bit, so to speak, and dive deep into understanding what it was I was getting into. And I just had to just buy a pair and try them. I think my first pair of dunks was the Nike SB dunk. And then my second pair was oh, the Paul Walkers. Because I think his dad is a famous comedian. I can't remember. And then my third pair was the Dog Walkers. I was stupid excited about the Dog Walkers because by that time I knew a lot more about SB dunks and things like that. But um, speaking of limited releases and not doing any favors and keeping up with the theme of what's going on this week, Uh, let me see. I don't think I have a picture of it, but the Air Jordan 1 low Travis Scott Elkins are supposed to drop this Saturday on the 25th. They are not loaded up on the Nike sneakers app. Um, but I think they were at one point in time. Am I tripping? They're not loaded up on the Nike sneakers app as of yet, but more than likely they'll be loaded up by Thursday or Friday. So be on the lookout for that. They were supposed to drop today, but they got pushed back. I don't know why they got pushed back because there's not many pairs to go around. But um dropping on the 25th. How many people are going for it? We've asked this question time and time again, and we're probably going to keep asking up until the actual release day because thoughts change. How many people are actually going to go for it? I think I'm gonna go for this. Again, I I need something to talk about, and I have a need, a curiosity to see what everybody's excitement is about when I'm not excited. So I'm gonna go for these. Hopefully, I get a pair. I can bring y'all a review. Um, I might turn it into a giveaway shoe. I don't know. I don't know. I might turn it into a giveaway shoe. I know Average was asking me to go for a pair for him. Maybe they're gonna be Average's pair. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But Average is my guy, and Average, if you watching, I know you did say that you wanted me to go for a pair. So hey, hey, we'll get it going, man. But the Elkin, not my favorite. It is one of the ugliest releases in a long line. Well, not a well, yeah, in a somewhat long line of releases. And again, hopefully I can get a pair and hopefully I'll be wrong about how I feel about them. But something is telling me that's not gonna be the case. Um and I just want to be proven wrong so bad so I don't seem like a hater. I know James is going for him. Um I forgot why. I forgot what his explanation was for it. And I know a few other people are going for it, but it is what it is. Speaking of Travis Scott, hold on, let me find it for y'all. So, geez. All right. So a lot of blogs are proposing the question. Let's see. Yayo Sosa said, you know, I'm going for them. Women's 9.5 will cop resale if I have. Oh, resale, bro. See, and this response is like, yayo, that make me just really want to get a pair, hope that I get a pair, and then hope that I'm extremely wrong about my opinion when I get them in hand. But again, it's an opinion. So it doesn't mean it's going to be right or wrong. Um, it's just going to be what it is. Let's see. Sledge X says, I don't even have a huge collection, 60-ish, and I only wear about half of them. Well, I think I got like, to be honest, I think I have 90% of the sneaker community beat in terms of my collection size and how many of them I actually wear. And at this point, I'm not even ashamed to say it. I've owned up to it, and it is what it is. Sledge X also said regular dunk quality is so cheeks now. SBs are pretty much the only dunks that have decent materials, and that's true. And now there are a few dunks but I mean here and there, like the Bacon SB dunk. I mean the Bacon dunks that they released, materials are great, and I did a review on that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and drop that review because I don't think I dropped the review on the SB dunks. What made me buy the SB dunks is the fact that I have the actual, I mean, not the SB Dunks. Well, I know where I could. What made me buy the Dunk Bacons is the fact that I have the actual Air Max Bacons, and I just wanted to see what it was, if it was going to be comparable. And I'm here to tell you, man, the Dunk Bacons are damn good. Um, but with SBs, they limit them so terribly. I think they limit them to try to push people into buying dunks, but it don't seem to be working. Not anymore. People are hip and have caught on to what they doing. Um, Sledge X said, "I'm going for them. Probably won't wear them though." He's talking about the Elkin, Travis Scott's. Iggy said, "Yo, what's good, man? What's good, Iggy? Salute to you, man. Thank you for joining the live." Adam said, "What up, HG? Hope everyone's doing good this week. Passed on the draw for the Futuros on backtrack mode, so haven't picked up much lately. Picked up the Chicago lows finally, so happy on that." I've seen a lot of people, and I don't know, Adam, if that was you in the Discord, but I've seen a lot of people going back and picking up those Chicago lows. I wonder what the resale price is for those and what made y'all go back and pick those up. But this seems to, and that's a good point, Adam. This seems to be a part of reach back season with so many shoes that we really want being so limited. Jumpman Jacks, Futuras, Rios, and some other collabs, with everything being so limited and us not being able to really access them and nothing else really coming out that's really worth attention. We ain't got no choice but to reach back. And on the plus side, some of those reachbacks are cheap. And I'm talking about like below retail, like the Burgundy Jordan 5s, for better or for worse. Those are a good shoe and they are below retail right now. The what is it? The Laney 14s, the release of the Laney mid 14s pushed the resale value of the Laney low 14s down. And I'm strongly considering getting me a pair of Laney 14 lows. I have the mids. I think I'm gonna sell the mids, but somebody stopped me from selling my mids and told me I would regret it if I did sell those. So I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Iggy said I picked up the J packs. With the Jumpman Jacks, it's a buyer's market. It absolutely is a buyer's market, man. You're absolutely right. And it feels good to be a buyer because in that little, what was it? In that 5-year window from 2018 to, because it really started blowing up in 2018. So I'll say in about a four and a half window. In that 4.5 year window of 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, like it was terrible. Oh, the JPAC Chicago SB. Okay, my bad. It was terrible, man. You couldn't get anything, even the most cheeks of shoes were going for ridiculous resale prices just because. Adam said, always wanted the Chicago lows, just waited on the right price. Got a size 9 for $450, so not bad. Yeah, no, that's not bad at all, especially given the fact that it's a Chicago colorway. And after the Last Dance shot all the Chicago colorways through the roof. Hey, you've definitely got a deal, in my opinion, on that. Yayo so said them red shoelaces hit different in them. I wanted those, but I was just like, nah, I don't know, but I might go back and do like everybody else. I might go back and do like the family, do a reach back, whoo. June is dry. Will definitely be a reach back month. And that's what I'm saying. June, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Nike. They seem to be experimenting with bringing back a lot of older silhouettes. They're going forward, not too heavy, because I think they went a little too heavy in the beginning for the silhouette, but not heavy when you compare it to the way they've done other releases. But the Vomeros, because the Vomeros are supposed to release on the 25th as well, a blue colorway. It seems like they're starting to, kind of get back into the Vomero bag. The Nike Shocks, had a very small group of people in a chokehold. That was like a niche shoe back in the early 2000s with Vince Carter and all of that. Until like a news report came out where people were destroying their ankles because the little thin rubber that was on the heel that connected the outsole to the shock, when that wore out, oh my God, it was a nightmare. People breaking ankles and everything. I don't know how many people remember that one, but that was definitely a thing. I don't know what they've done to retool it. Probably absolutely nothing. But yeah, they're bringing that back, I guess, now that people don't wear their shoes all the time. And I guess it would be more of a collector's piece, but that's a thing. But yeah, this might be a reach back year. And I think like even the end of the year doesn't even seem very heavy. We've got some more Travises dropping in the fall. We've got the what is it? The Legend Blue, not the Legend Blue, or is the Columbia? I forget the name of it, but the 11s dropping, and I definitely need a pair of those. And then we've got the Black Toe Jordan 1s, which I definitely need a pair of as well. I've been saying it from the time I saw the mock-ups up until this point, and I'll say it all the way up until November is when they release, that I need a pair. I need 3 pairs. So y'all keep in mind, if y'all want to help HG out, I need 3 pairs, size 10. Hey, this is a family, man. We got to help each other. June is dry. Will definitely be a reach back month. Yeah. Let's see. Adam said, always wanted the Chicago lows, just waited on the right price. The JPAC SBs. Remember when pandas were untouchable? Oh, geez, pandas were untouchable. Apparently the quality was good in the beginning, and then I think the 3rd gen panda release, the materials were terrible, but the pandas were so terrible. And I say that in the means of everybody wanted them so badly. Even my sisters knew about pandas, and they were all hitting me up saying, how can I get a pair of pandas? Can you get me a pair of pandas? I'm like, oh my gosh. I ended up buying pandas. And not even for myself. I don't even own a pair of pandas. I got so exhausted from hearing about pandas. I don't even have a pair of pandas. But talking back on Travis Scott and everything that they're doing, a lot of blogs and social media sites were, and let me make sure I get the right one. We're asking, is Nike trying to kill the Travis Scott Jordan 1? Is Nike trying to kill the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 by overproducing? I want to ask you all, what do you think? What do you think? Are they ruining this? I mean, like, we already have kind of a negative look on Travis Scott when it comes to, like, his releases are so terrible. It's affected how we look at Travis Scott as a person and as a artist. Grant Valier, name a car for an edit. A 2023 Dodge Challenger 392 Scat Pack in plum crazy purple. Yeah, that was extremely specific because that is exactly the car that I want and will get. Appreciate that, Grant. Thank you for joining the live and tapping in. Iggy said a Cadillac. But yes, we've got so many releases of the Travis Scott, and the releases are so bad that it started to impact the way that we look at him. And I almost got caught in that whirlwind of almost viewing Travis Scott in a negative light. And I just had to take a step back and just be like, what are we doing? Is if we were in the same boat, um, and we were making money off of our ideas, and people were going crazy, thousands and millions of people were going crazy for our shoes, wouldn't you release as many pairs as you could, or as many pairs as your creative thought process could come up with? And I don't even know if all of these colorways and releases are necessarily Travis's ideas, and or if it's one of those situations where Nike tends to do what Nike does and they just run away with it. Like when they catch fire, they burn everything. They burn every option they can. They leave no stone left unturned. So I, I gotta kind of look at it from both sides, man. Both sides of the coin. I have to be fair and objective when it comes to like Travis Scott and his releases, because I know the fact that they're limited is infuriating. But again, like, do we think that he's killing, or that Nike is killing the Travis Scott with overproduction? Um, Iggy said the Travis Scotts are always getting backdoored, makes it impossible for the manual users. He said, unless you're lucky. Sledge X said Travis probably has minimal to do with the shoes. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I honestly believe he does not have as much control as we try to place on him. But just looking at these are some of the low releases that have come out. Okay, so you've got the Phantoms, you've got the I can't remember what those other pairs are called, but then you got the Frag element, I think, what is that? The Frag lows. And then you have the other ones, and then you've got the olives, and if we run through some more, and that's another photo of them. Then you got the golf joints, and then you got the Elkins now. Um, and those are the olives. Those are these. No, those aren't these. Those are the, oh my god, those are the other ones. But you got these. I don't know if you can tell what colorway they are, but you got these. And I did I do a review on these? I might have done a review, but didn't drop it per usual. You got the Elkins, and then you got these right here. Now these are some possible upcoming releases for 2024. We don't know yet. How do y'all feel about these two colorways? This chocolate pear, and then this what would I call this? An ice cream sandwich pear? I don't know. I don't know. And then you have what's supposed to be rumored to release in 2025. We've already got 2025 looks at a pair of Travis Scott lows. What I like to call the Neapolitans, and like the whatever else is the whatever y'all can think of. But those are just some those are just some of where like Travis Scott are headed. Is it too much? Especially with them saying that they weren't going to produce any more Jordan 1s. Is it too much? Tyrone Turner said, how is Travis overproducing when no one can cop for retail? I see where you're going there. I see where you're going. I see what you're saying. In part, that is true. But see, here's the thing: is there's factors that play into why people can't cop. More people can't cop for retail, and we all know those factors. We are all very well aware of why people can't cop for retail. Yeah, I guess they could release 500,000 pairs instead of releasing 100,000 and the low numbers that they release. You're absolutely right. That's me looking at it from both sides of the coin. Um, would people buy it? Yeah, they absolutely would. So I see what you're saying. I can dig what you're saying, man. I can dig what you're saying, Tyrone. Here's what let's see. Here's where the party at, says Iggy. And y'all, hey, look, Iggy was backstage. Iggy was backstage, and y'all, I was reading his comments off. So that's Iggy, man. Y'all say what's up to Iggy, man. Tyrone said, I really do dig the chocolate pear. Okay. See, so for me, the chocolate pear, I'm not a huge fan of them chocolate pears. But they will stay clean for a long time. Like I kind of view these on almost, I'm kicking everything, man. I'm tripping. I view these almost on the same level as the Phantoms. So let me ask y'all, which ones are better? The chocolate pear or the Phantoms? Which one would you all prefer? Let me see. And then let me give y'all a better look at the ones that are this is a full look of the ones that are set to release or supposedly are going to release in 2025. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I like these, and these are more than likely going to be a woman's release. They look like a woman's release, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were, because a lot of these releases as of late are women's releases. But hey, that don't mean I can't like them. I actually like these more than I liked the Neapolitan Jordan 3s. These are way better than the Neapolitan Jordan 3s. I had the Neapolitan 3s and I sold them. Like they had to go. The padding in it was terrible. The look was terrible. It was just a no-go for me. Keegan McPeters says salutes, man. Salute to you, Keegan McPeters. Tyrone Turner Sr. or True to Size said he prefers the Phantoms over the chocolate pears. Okay. But you still digging the chocolate pears. Okay. All right. I feel you on that. Hold on. Let me check on somebody real quick, because they'll be done said I ain't paying attention. Oh, okay. Okay. Speak of the devil. Hey man, look. Y'all know we always give like uh a big intro, and it ain't gonna change, man. It ain't gonna never change, man. This guy right here, his influence is everywhere, and you don't even know it. Often imitated, never duplicated. When he says what he says, and you don't agree with it, like, are you really hating? Or do you just not understand what he's trying to tell you? I can be accused of not understanding and having to, double back. But regardless, whether you understand or you don't, whether you love it or you hate it, if you hate it, you're still gonna love it. Man, let's welcome to the stage your average sneaker guy. And the average don't stand for average. What's going on, man? What's going on? I wish I had a soundboard so I could give you a round of applause coming through this bad boy. I got to get me a soundboard to try to make it work, man.
Oh, yeah, I got all that. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what? You said something, and it was on my mind a while ago too, as I was coming home.
Right.
When you said he got a lot of influence on people, whether you like it or not, or know it or not. And I was thinking, yeah, and I was thinking like, this vertical content. I was one of the first sneaker YouTubers that was doing it. And now I see a lot of folks, and I'm talking about like the unboxing.
Hey, pop your big soldier, man.
Yeah, and I'm talking about like, how y'all see everybody doing their unboxing, showing the shoe and all
Mm-hmm.
that. I was doing that 3 years ago. And I was thinking to myself, and I was like, man, it's hard for us smaller YouTubers because we already at a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
We got to come up with different ideas
Right.
to differentiate and separate ourselves.
Right.
But the bigger YouTubers, they see us take our ideas and
And-
run with it,
right.
and they get all the credit.
And it's looked at as groundbreaking.
Yeah, and looked at it as groundbreaking, but they got their influencers from us smaller YouTubers that have to really create so
Right.
we can get seen. And,
Right.
and and as I look across all social media platform now, and I see those vertical content sneaker reviews and unboxings, and I'm talking about like how they unbox it, show the shoe, and
Right.
all that in the vertical sense. Like I said, I was doing that 3 years ago when nobody was doing it. Not
Right.
everybody doing it. And I'm like, man, that's 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 hard. That make it crazy for us, bro. That's
Right.
that's crazy.
And this right here, on a video that average drop, and I see you, brother. Hey, I'm gonna get to you. I ain't forgot. But on a video average dropped, I think it was on TikTok. If y'all got TikTok, man, y'all follow us on TikTok. Um, I gave average some props, and you know, he was like, basketball shoes ain't never really fell off.
They have.
They just, but see, I didn't say they fell off now.
Yeah, yeah,
I just said
but
I just said they making a comeback because for the most part,
yeah,
mainstream had forgotten about
have forgot about
basketball.
it. Yes.
Yeah, they had forgotten about the basketball shoes. But uh individuals such as, because you have been doing like basketball
Yeah,
content for a long time.
yeah, yeah.
Uh Even before you took your break, that was like what you did,
Mhm.
like what you do.
Yeah.
Um and what? But they're just now starting to make his way back into the mainstream. Speaking of basketball, that put me in a mindset. Average say, don't glance over that. What it was? The KDs dropped today too, didn't they? Or yesterday?
Yesterday.
The what are they called? The barometers or something like that?
I
Whatever.
know the weatherman.
Yeah, the weatherman. Yeah,
The
yeah.
man.
But they were in a limited run. They were in an
Yeah.
extremely limited run.
Those and the nerf gonna be like impossible to get. And that's what I be trying to explain. Like they got some hard to get basketball shoes. Like they just ain't no these basketball shoes just ain't blowjos, throwaway, run down the mill type sneakers.
Right.
Like they actually like I got a pair of Paul George that worth $700. Like a lot of my basketball sneakers average around $500 retailing right now.
Right.
But a lot of folks don't see that, or they just don't want to see that, and they just want to badmouth basketball shoes as if they don't matter.
Right.
But
So
none of that here or there. But it just yeah, and I see when you commented what you said, a lot of people is really saying that, and so I'm stopping a lot of people like they never fell off.
right.
Y'all just stop paying attention.
Right. Right.
Like
That is very true. That's
y'all
very
just
true.
stop paying attention. They were always they never fell off, never went nowhere.
Sledge X said most of the people complaining about them releasing too much are the same people that don't have any Travis Scotts. LOL. Ooh, shots fired. Sledge X said they're usually dope shoes, but the backdooring and what have you is frustrating for the average consumer.
Yeah.
I never expect to hit on any Travis.
But
Now,
that's not his fault though. I mean, that's not his fault.
right, exactly. Now, speaking of Travis, uh, this individual that we have coming to the stage, I don't know whether he loves the shoe or he loves the entertainer behind the shoe, because we have seen him do some crazy things when it comes to Travis's. Um, and he even is on the side of you, Average, when it comes to this current release, man. He is loving this up and coming release. One of the hardest working individuals that we know. One of the most entertaining individuals we know. I want to welcome to the stage James Myers.
I feel like we need to get like a crowd noise or something. You know
What's
what I mean?
going on? What's going on, man?
Hey, listen, I just woke up like 20 minutes ago. So like I was up late yesterday. We got Melinda excuse me. We got Melinda a new car. And then
Ooh, what'd you get her? That Cadillac we were talking about?
Nah, nope. Just a regular Hyundai.
Hey, Hyundai ain't no slouch.
This
now.
is her third one. So but but anyways,
Jesus.
and then I worked all day today. Made some content on my lunch break, which we dropped. You know, I was but dude, after work, I was just beat, and it's been hot here, so I laid down, and then I woke up, and I was like, "Oh man, I missed the start of the show." So I was feeling,
salute,
but I was also really hungry, so I had to eat first. And now I'm here.
So we were talking about, the family and I have been talking about well, we talked about a couple of good things. I mean, a couple of things, good or bad. Travis Scott.
Yeah, so
do you think they're killing the Travis Scott?
Neapolitans?
Well, the first question was, do you think they're killing the Travis Scott with all these colorways?
Nah. So, I think it was DS or somebody in our group chat was trying to say that, and I don't see how they can, because there's no, like, people don't get them. You can show me pictures on a screen all day. I mean,
That's what True to Side said.
You could show me pictures on a screen all day. I mean, like, you know, it's not like we're gonna get them,
Right?
And it's not that none of us will get them. As long as they drop on sneakers, there'll be those pairs out there. But bro. I don't understand it. It's like the business model of Nike and Travis Scott makes absolutely no sense, because
Right.
if every time you drop a sneaker, you get 5 million entries, why continue to make 50,000 pairs?
Okay, because they do that because if they made 5 million, they won't be as special. So it's like a trophy
No, I
item.
get that.
Right? So that's why they.
I get
If they did that, people complain and they'll be like, "Oh, they GRs now."
Right.
So they can't do that, and they
Right.
will not do
Because
that.
then people, to your point, people will start looking at them for what they really are, and then they'll become trash. And
right.
I mean, like the bad ones, they trash the bad ones
If
bad.
you walk in the store and
But-
you see Travis Scott sitting, you can be like, "Oh, the Travis Scott is sitting. They no good now." Like, so they can't do that.
Right. No, I get that, but at the same time, like, they're almost unicorns.
So what you looking for, like a 500,000
No,
release
I wouldn't.
count,
I wouldn't
maybe
even
1
say that.
million?
Oh, you know where I stand on this. They can make these Jordan 1s as limited as they want,
Because
that's what we're
right
used to
here,
anyways. But
I
like the
think this one
Jumpman
was
Jacks,
like
but the
almost a
Jumpman
million
Jacks,
pairs or something like that.
but the Jumpman Jacks having 10,000 pairs, 13,000 pairs.
I love it.
Yeah.
Everybody should not be able to get certain shoes, and then that years from now, that bring the real hunting for that special shoe back.
Whoo, average, but that
Like,
kind was ugly.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You that bring that joy and hunt to
That was
find
the Wild West, bro. That
yeah,
was
that
like,
one special shoe. So like now this like Travis Scott don't need to be treated like the KDs, LeBrons, and all that.
right.
No, they to me they perfectly. If you hit, bingo. You don't hit, oh well. It's
But
not
Yeah.
them shoes were that
Yeah, I mean,
limited.
if
Like,
you like this shoe right here on the screen, Better get $1,000 ready. That's all.
Right.
That's all that
Oh
means.
yeah, yeah.
That's
At
it.
least eight.
That's all that
At least
means.
800. But see, here's the thing, like that time that you talking about average, man, that boy, I remember, okay, so I got back into it in 2016. And like I started hearing about real heavy, how crazy it was. Man, just looking at the expression on people's faces when they started talking about like shoes that were limited to like Travis Scott numbers. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. That was the Wild West. You was liable to get your head bust. Like these kind of numbers was the reason why they started doing like raffles and things like that.
And see, and the touch on what James said, you said y'all don't see these pairs out there, but just because they're not being bought by Nike and the retailers, them pairs are still out there regardless. People are still wearing them, and people are still buying them. They're just not buying them from the retail places, but the pairs are still out there. So they still out in the wild. I mean, if you watch these sneaker cons and all the sneaker shows, they got them on their feet. They
So
out
why
there.
why so why do you think that why you think it's like that?
Because they cost $1,500.
What that mean?
That people ain't necessarily spending $1,500 on a shoe and then wearing it to Walmart.
I mean, I would if that's what I
You
was
know,
done.
like whenever you see those videos of sneaker con, like whenever I see crew go to whatever convention, you know,
Yeah.
and then that's when people wear that stuff because you know it's in their
But-
element or whatever.
And you know that when you post to wear these type of shoes,
Yeah,
Right.
like you don't post to wear these. Oh, I'm finna go to Walmart or I'm finna go to the grocery store. You don't put
Well,
this type
hell,
of shoe on right here.
I got a pair of $2,000 shoes that I wore for a photo shoot. As a matter of fact, my actual YouTube profile picture, I got them on, and I wore them. I don't wore them to like the mall once. I don't wore them to the grocery store once. Like,
But yeah, but y'all gotta realize like the pairs are still out there.
yeah,
Just because, like I said, just because we cannot buy them from Nike or the Travis website or walk in the store and get them, they still been accounted for through Nike. So no matter if all the box stuff bought them up, they still been accounted for. And
so Tyrone said,
people just got to go to the resale market and buy them, and people still buy them.
look, you mostly only see UA Travis Scott shoes on people's feet, but actual release pairs are an anomaly.
Well,
They can release 50 different pairs a year, and the average people aren't getting them.
Well, I don't judge people like that because no matter what shoe you see somebody have on in this day and age, everybody think your shoe's fake.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't go by that. I take if
They'll
I see
either-
somebody do with some Travis Scott's on, I'm just gonna be like, okay, nice.
They'll either say that they'll either whisper to the people they with that they fake,
Yes.
or they'll say you crazy for wearing however much the shoe costs. They be
Yeah,
like, oh, you ain't scared to wear them?
Right. You can get these for retail or any high off whites and all that, and show the receipts, and people still think they fake. I mean,
Yeah.
and here's the other thing: normal people don't even know what they are.
fast, and that too. That
They
part,
don't even know. Even people that buy Jordans and buy Nike, like the average everyday consumer, like they're never looking at a sneaker like this anyways because it's cost $1,500.
Because to
Yeah.
your point, if I ever pull out those Travis Scott fours, the Oilers, and I wear them, I guarantee you somebody
I'm
gonna.
surprised you pulled out the mochas.
Yeah.
I seen a little commercial you made. I was like, oh,
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, I'm glad you said that.
yeah. I'm always watching, bro.
that be
Another
on guard.
commercial, man. Hold on, give me a
That
second.
should be our.
We all have those shoes in our collection that we want to protect for as long as we can. Well, with Crease Guard's Comfort Crease Protection System, 3 easy steps, and you never have to worry about creases again. Whether it's to the grocers or your favorite hangout spot, or to the sneaker store for your latest cop. Be on guard with Crease Guard.
Hey, did you come up with that? That was nice.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that was just something like it took me 5 to 10 minutes to come up with, and it took me about 30 minutes to execute, and it took me about another 30 minutes to just like do the 30-second video because it just hit me just like that, and I was able to just put it together so quick. But yeah, man, crease guards, one of the comfortable ways to prevent creases in your shoes. So if you worried about creases, and I know but all we say that we ain't worried about creases, that we like creases or that we don't mind them, there is at least one pair of shoes in our collection that we just want to keep looking clean as much as possible. And what better way to do it? Average, I ain't talking about you because you got basketball shoes. Like 90% of your collection is basketball shoes, and the other 10 is the other because you done told the story. So you don't count, okay? Like
you're not using crease guards for mids and stuff like that.
But a lot of people have at least one pair of shoes in their collection that they just want to keep looking new as long as possible. And the next step up from cleaning those shoes and putting sole protectors on there is getting yourself a crease guard, man. So
speaking of cleaning shoes, no, I'm just kidding.
If you're interested, man, go ahead and head over to creaseguards.com, type in promo code homegrown kicks, and you get 25% off your entire order. Creaseguards.com. Be on guard with Crease Guard. Oh snap, man, that's crazy. I like that. But yeah, JVL said that's word average. He said you up here preaching, man.
That's what I do, man.
He said, where your podium at? He said, get him a podium and a choir. He preaching. Big homie Leonard said, yo, man, what's going on, big homie? Man, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good evening. Hope your son is well. Hope the training is going good, and hope you're sticking to your workout and your diet, man. All that good stuff. Yeah, yo, so said, I wore my Travis Scott Mocha 1 highs to Wawa. This little dude almost lost his mind. He screamed out, he got Travis Scott's on.
Yeah.
JVille said that was a dope commercial, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody, man? I see y'all.
Y'all let Crease Guards know, man. That was a dope commercial, man. Tyrone Turner Sr. said, I only saw that because I have a couple of co-workers that have UAs. My wife is the only person I know to hit a retail W, and she did it on the reverse mochas, I'm sorry, but know several people that bought UAs.
Well, as I've been saying, whether we like it or not, UAs ain't going nowhere.
Nah, they not.
And
they not.
To James' point, it's Nike's fault in a way too.
Yes. Absolutely,
it's their fault too.
To be honest, it's 100% their fault,
yeah,
because they control the numbers that are being produced.
Right, and that still goes back to what I just said. The shoe is still out there, whether Nike made it or not.
Right.
So it's
just, do you want to pay what you got to pay to get it?
Do you want to pay that, or you can go to UA market and you still got the shoe that's out there. And the only people gonna see is, oh, he got the Travis Scott. So it's like a win-win for Nike, and it's a lose-lose for Nike. You see what I'm saying? Because people still gonna be like, oh, that's a dope Travis Scott, even if it's fake, but Nike still get the credit for it. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a win-lose situation with Nike, but it's Nike's fault. And it's just gonna get worse and worse if they don't do nothing about it. Like, it's almost like the UA became a normal thing now.
And that was what I was saying. Is like, man, if you got 5 million entries for something every time you drop it, you're not even making 1% of that, bro.
Yeah,
not even making 1% of that. But I guess what they're gonna do is, instead of making a bunch of pairs, they're just gonna make a bunch of colorways.
Yeah.
You know,
So average, man. I would have average. I need you to get out of my head, man. I would have thought you was in the boardroom meeting when it came to
Oh
what's
man.
going on in the live tonight, man.
Oh
I'm
man.
glad you said what you said. Speaking of wins and losses, let's go ahead and look at this real quick. Shout out to Nice Kicks for dropping these two articles that we are going over. The first one, I guess we're going to tap into the losses for Nike. So this one right here is an article that said former Nike diversity manager sentenced to prison for $5 million in fraud. Whew. How did
That's crazy.
how 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 is the question? Um, I can't, I can't even begin to imagine how do you put yourself in this kind of situation. But it says Barbara Furlow Smiles stole over $5 million from her role with Meta, Facebook, and Nike. A former diversity manager at Meta, Facebook, and Nike pleaded guilty to a $5 million fraud case in December of 2023 and was sentenced to prison for 5 years and 3 months this week. Why the 3 months? You you got her for 5 and 5 million, and she's probably gonna be on probation for the next 3 years after she get off of them 5.
you know
In
why?
addition to her sentence, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Georgia ordered Furlow Smiles to pay restitution of $121,000 to Nike and $4 million. Oh, what? And $4,981,783.58 to Meta-owned Facebook. In conclusion, the court sentenced the following: 5 years and 3 months imprisonment. Yep, there you go, right there. 3 years of supervised release and a restitution ordered $5 million. How's she gonna ever pay that $5 million back? No company or job is going to hire her. No company that's gonna pay her that would hire her will pay her enough to pay off that $5 million. During her time at Facebook from 2017 to 2021, Furlow admitted to stealing over $4.9 million as part of the scheme to fund a luxury lifestyle. Prosecutors said after she was terminated from Facebook, Furlow Smiles ran a similar scheme with Nike, where she worked from 2021 to 2023 and stole more than $100,000. Also, she really hit a lick with Facebook. Um, and I guess she lives in Georgia because that would be the only way I could think that. That's the only way I could think that Georgia would have anything to do with her sentencing and anything like that. But
Gotta
hey,
be
y'all hear Average laughing because Atlanta is known for scammers, man. So
gotta be
whenever y'all come down to Georgia, Atlanta, make sure you notify your banks that you're coming down here, because if you slide your card in any of our stores, your card will be declined. Because and I used to work in retail, so I know. I used to have to tell people all the time that came through Target, they would say, "I got money on my card. I'm so embarrassed." I say, "It's not your fault. This is the scam city, fraud city, and you probably have to call your bank and notify your bank and let them know that you are here in Atlanta and that you're making purchases." But yeah, she hit a sweet lick for Facebook. Why would Nike hire her after Facebook fired her is beyond me. But hey, man, what y'all think about that?
I don't know what she was doing, and I don't. I don't. I mean, it's not very clear. I mean,
Right.
I don't. You know what I mean?
She just stole 4.9 million.
I mean, I guess if you're gonna do it, go big. I don't know.
That's almost like the Amazon employee that was stealing millions from Amazon down here, and the only reason she got caught is because she showed up to work in a regular Amazon employee. She wasn't CEO or head of anything. Regular, let me pack your box and send it to slap a label on it. She showed up to work in a Lamborghini.
YouTube money.
Yeah, don't bring the Lambo to work. Don't bring the Lambo to work.
Right. If I'm gonna steal from my company and I'm stealing in the millions, I'm not gonna flex that at the place I steal it from. I'm not wearing no Rolexes.
It
I'm
goes to
not.
show you how greedy people are, though, because like it took her. So 27. So it took her what 4 years to steal $5 million.
Yeah, that's about a million and a quarter a year.
So like after like the first like couple million, like
I would have stopped at a mill. I ain't gonna lie.
you weren't good. You weren't good.
It's easy to say that when it's flowing. See, I don't like when folks say that. Oh,
I mean, I understand.
Now,
I
we don't know
understand,
what
like,
we would do
when you can get away with it. You just keep going as far as you can go.
And keep going. Right.
You got that itch. But for me, I can honestly say, at a meal, I'm good because in the back of my mind, I don't want to keep looking over my shoulder. In my mind, I'm like, once I hit a meal, I can start investing that, and I can make it into 4 million.
No,
I ain't got to keep stealing,
bro. But they all say that. They all say that. Everybody say, "Oh, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop."
I'm not an addict, though. I'm not an addict in that sense. I can stop at any time.
I ain't gonna sit here and tell you what I do. I know I probably ain't stopping.
Average would be on us 5 year and 3 months situation.
5 year, 3 months, and then 3 years of supervision. 3 years of house arrest.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Whew.
Well, good luck getting a job. I don't know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly
the thing about the system. I that doesn't make sense either. I mean, I get it. You commit a crime, but like once you commit a crime, even if you serve your time, and I'm not talking about like the worst of the worst. Like, okay, this lady stole a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? But you were sentenced to, whatever, 5 years, 3 months. The thing is like that'll stay with her forever.
Right.
Forever.
Salute to Vic Brown.
So even if you get rehabilitated, because that's what's supposed to be what prison is.
Right.
You get rehabilitated, and then you come out, like you have a felony on your record, so you can't really get a good job.
Right. You can't get anything involving money, especially when
so
you
it's like I don't
know. Ever told Big Homie to pull up. Said, Pushing P said, I'll pay it for. Oh man. Tyrone Turner said, we just trying to stop delivery service drivers from taking our packages, starting at the bottom. Facts. We still struggle with the delivery service. Now, depending on how you view it, a win or a loss, Nike's lawsuit with Kool Kai. Nike won their lawsuit with Kool Kai. And in their lawsuit, Kool Kai was ordered to pay Nike $1 million in trademark infringement lawsuits, and that he has to get rid of and stop selling all of his shoes that infringe on Nike's products.
That's all of them, right?
Basically, yeah. So Nike basically has shut down Kool Kai's operation. And it's like, for somebody like Nike, was this really necessary?
Yeah.
I understand why they did it.
Yeah.
And from a business standpoint, it was absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
But it all kind of seems petty too.
No. Because if you let this get away, imagine how many other people gonna do it.
Like, that's very true. I'm just throwing out some objections.
Yeah,
I'm throwing out an objective look to it.
I think they went easy on them.
Because I said in the beginning, like 2 or 3 years ago, when I found out about Kool Kai and what I was like, this just looked like a fake Jordan and a fake Air Force One. And I used to say all the time, why is it okay for him to do it, not okay for him to do it. Or why is it okay for him to do it? And then they crack down on these UA manufacturers. I was like, it didn't make sense.
But see, the UA manufacturer, like, there are no paper trail with those, but it's a paper trail and whatnot. This like that UA is on the market, like the dark market and all that.
Right.
But this, he actually reselling these, and like I never seen nobody with these.
I don't know. I don't know who buys these.
Right, like
I know he's like known. I remember during like the COVID times. Like
Yeah.
I remember he had some drops and people were like, YouTubers used to cover these releases like they was
Right,
real.
right. I was gonna say it's a bunch of YouTubers that
Yeah,
have
they used to
these.
cover them. So I used to see them pop up, and I was like, "Yo, like, who cares?" Like, I remember one of them, like, they released out of a trunk of a car one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
I
something like that.
know
And
a
then
few people in Facebook groups, like ATF used to sell these. And what really blew my mind is the retail price for these is $300.
yeah,
Now,
so
you know, other people had things to say about Nike's battle with Cool Kai and Average. You know what I'm talking about? The culture. They said that Nike just hating on a black man and that, you know.
and I hate when they say that because he broke the law. Bottom line, black or white, he broke the law.
Right. Absolutely.
Cause I mean, come on, let's be real. That's a Jordan 1. They just took the Nike switch off of it.
Yeah.
And put his logo. That's stealing. Like he ain't even put no effort to even try to change it up. Now
and that's what a lot of people were saying too.
Yeah, I can see if he was inspired by the ones and all that, but at least modify it some kind of way. Don't just take the Nike switch off and put your logo and call it a day, and then try to disguise it with all these different colors. That's still a Nike one when you look at it.
That's the same thing Omi and a Hellcat was doing.
Yeah,
you know what they need to do for real. There's here's gonna be a take no one thought of. They need to hire this dude.
I don't know because that's ugly right there.
Yeah, but he does come up with some good designs, bro. Like I've seen some of his his work and some of his photos and stuff like that. They need to go ahead and just
answer this.
They need to go ahead and just give him a job.
Now answer this.
What?
It said we don't see these shoes out in the box. So do people really like these shoes?
Bro, I've never seen them in real life.
That's what I'm talking about. So do people really like these shoes? So why give him a job? Now I can understand if he was everywhere and out, I'd be on your side. I'd be like, oh yeah, they need to hire him. But I've never seen these nowhere in the real world. So I don't think people.
But think about it like this. Think about it like this. My man made a name for himself doing this.
But his name is flawed though because that's a Nike Jordan 1.
It's like you know how like criminal masterminds and computer hackers and stuff like that. Like they do all types of crazy stuff. They get caught, they go to jail, and then the FBI hires them whenever they want to take them out of jail whenever they need them. You know what I'm saying? It's like like these two sneakers right here. I would never buy, even if they were official Nike products. I would never buy either of those.
But you know what this is?
That's another market that Nike could tap into, bro. I'm just saying. I mean, he did that on his own. Imagine if he had the backing of a brand.
But you know what this is though. This is, in a sense, looking at it from the other side. This is like the kid that don't do nothing in class,
right?
And he cheat off the A students test.
I'm gonna tell y'all who Nike need to hire. That dude that make the size shoes. The SIA.
Oh, Syed? No.
At least he built his shoes from the ground
That's
up.
true.
Though.
That's true. He has.
Like he is it from the ground up, ain't copying nobody. And you want to know what too?
Well,
his shoes is actually out and about.
But see, the thing is Syed does get
his shoes.
Saya does get inspiration from different things,
He
but
do.
that still doesn't take away from the fact that he creates his own shoe.
Yeah.
But the thing is as much as I like Saya, Saya has like the worst attitude.
Well, see, I know, and I knew you were gonna say that. But that's
And see, when you do
his
that,
personal
it
life.
makes
I
you
know,
difficult to work with.
but you still got to keep that separate. Because, like I said, out of all the ones that make these custom shoes, he the only one that went legit, did it the legitimate way. Yes, he took inspiration from all the brands, but he built it into his own shoe that they don't even look like those shoes.
Right.
And they out in the real world too.
That's true. Yeah.
His shoes is actually out there. His shoes actually have release date, a
But
pre-order
his
drop.
releases are so ridiculous, man.
It is.
And then sometimes people don't even get their shoe. And then a lot of times he refuses to give them their money back and stuff like that. And then when they ask
he
for their
is a
money back,
butthole. I knew you were gonna say that. He is a butthole.
when they ask for their money back, he block them and then talk about them bad on social media. Because I actually wanted to buy some of Saya's shoes. And right when I was right there, because his memberships, they sell out and you have to wait a year or two to be able to access a membership. And right when the membership was opening back up and I was going to get a membership, he went crazy on somebody. And I'm like,
he
all that wasn't even necessary. Like he went after who? Kari, what Sneaker Fetish? He went after Sneaker Fetish. He went after Cool Kai. He went after, and I'm just like, to the extent that he went after him. Now he had some valid points when he was talking about Cool Kai and Omi, but still, if the dudes don't want to receive your message, let it go. Let it go.
True.
Because you're a businessman, and at the end of the day, what you do reflects upon your business, and it changes and it controls how people perceive you. Because that's what stopped me from actually going with his stuff. Because then people started seeing his attitude, and they were like, "Yeah, that ain't abnormal. That's common." And I got orders that I've been waiting on for 3 years, 4 years, and still ain't got them. And I ain't never heard nothing back from him. And his shoes ain't cheap either.
No, his clothes either. Because I got a couple of his shirts and stuff.
So I'm just like, dude, do I want to give $300 to somebody that I might be waiting on my shoes for like 4 and 5 years, and they keep telling me trust the process, and they want me to still keep ordering? I'm like, I don't know. But I do respect him as a businessman.
But
I do
you gotta
respect
also too realize he actually getting it directly from the warehouses too.
Right.
So that is a long process too.
Right. But see, he tells you in the beginning, and he does not see what the honesty that he gives is he tells you in the beginning, and he does not release them until it's close to time for him being able to release them. But when it comes to them being released, he got every answer in the world, but no resolutions. And that's the thing, man. Shout out to Jay Ville. He said them kids resemble the J Balvin 1s and 2s for real. Tyrone said,
that's what I'm saying. That could be the J Balvin 1 2.0.
Forgive me. We bought all sorts of stupid ish during COVID. This ain't it now. Vibe for Kicks, man. Salute the Vibe for Kicks, man. Thank you for coming through. He said, salute to the room. He said Nike wants to sue everybody, and I think they just going down the ladder. Every step they get, they finna hit everybody in the head.
I have a clothing brand I'm doing, but it's samples right now. Hey, Vibe for Kicks, man. Whenever you get that go, man, throw a sponsorship over my way.
I just wrote in the chat. Send them my way.
You know where to find me, bro.
Snap. I love embroidery. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Okay. Hey,
Let me
we
see
can be
some
your
pieces.
first sponsors, dog.
I even pay for some pieces now, cause you
I
know.
mean, going too far now. You gotta give me some.
Look. Average said, "Hey, send me some pieces, man. I'm a Vibe
Okay,
for
you
Kicks,
pick
man.
that up.
That's your name on
Right.
IG
That's
too.
what's up. Yeah, yeah. Let me follow your.
Yeah,
What's your social media, bro?
yeah. Go ahead and plug your social medias in the chat, and we'll check out some of your stuff, man. And if I and after the live, I'll hit you up on IG. Okay, yeah, he said it's on everything. All right, let me go ahead and write that down. Let me see. Dang, you never got a pen when you need one.
I will definitely check you out.
He said, I got it already. I just got to put my brand on it, man. All right. He said, I did videos on it. Yeah, on everything. Vibe for Kicks. Tyrone, sir, oxidized forest tomorrow. Y'all copy? Nope.
What are those?
Actually, I
I'm
probably
being for real.
I know you
will.
being for real.
If they do drop, I probably will get them or try to get
Okay,
them.
he said, I don't got IG though. I'm on TikTok. Okay, I got TikTok too. I'm on TikTok, Homegrown Kicks.
No,
So
I'm being for real. What foes? Pull them up. I ain't
The
right,
ones
never.
hold
that
on,
look like the Michigan State joints, the metallic green, white and green.
Oh, the all white ones with the little green.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, I ain't getting
I
them.
don't see him on the release calendar though. That's the thing about it.
No, there's rumors that they're gonna shock drop tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So it's supposed to be a shot drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we know James like him because he's a Ford guy. So just about any Ford that come by, James gotta.
I have passed on some fours in the past, man. Not many, but
Yeah, you know James.
So let me see. This is what. This is what True to Size is talking about right here. Let me see. Not necessarily that mess right there, but these right here. Why they look different?
they don't got like the shininess of them, like the green parts, like in this
Right. They
photo.
don't look so appealing. Like the actual photos don't look so appealing.
Yeah, and then it's got
I
like
mean,
a
they got the
satin
satin sock liner.
Uh-huh.
I love the satin sock liner. Make
Right.
love to your ankles, but
Right.
like, nah.
I tell you what, if this had like right there at the
Oh
cage,
my
middle cage, if it just had like the regular white cage, I probably would pass on it. But the
Look
fact
at
that
them wings.
Yes.
but the
Look
fact
at the wings. Those are GS wings.
Tyrone, I definitely passing, so I got you. I guess if you're a Michigan fan, Michigan State fan,
But these are
I can see you wanting these.
you get these on GS. I'm a grown man. I don't want my wings to be leather.
And James, you said you don't have much colors like this in your collection anyway.
I don't.
See, a shoe like this, I have to go buy some new clothes. 'Cause I ain't got
Yeah.
nothing in this color.
You have to have some browns, some tan.
Yeah, easy
Yeah.
pass, no Nike on the air. I'm like that down there. Hey, the foes got to have the Nike Air on the booty. I'm sorry.
It's samples. I want
You
to
just
put
had
the
a whole
label on.
conversation with me 2 weeks ago where I said they should start putting it on the floors, and you told me no.
What?
Well, I said I know. I said only certain fours only deserve the Nike Air on the back.
Right.
Like this don't deserve that Nike Air on the back.
But you just said that
But if it did, it'll be better. Everybody say it'll be better though.
Right.
Like I don't know how that little jump man and the Nike Air can be that big of a difference.
right.
For me,
But
it
a
doesn't
lot of
matter.
folks
As long as because the
I don't
video
know. A
I
lot of
dropped
folks really use that as their
as
judgment
an
on
excuse, right?
getting fours.
In the video I dropped, I asked if because I asked it almost every time a 4 releases because people's answers always change. I said, do you prefer the Jumpman or do you prefer the Nike Air? Does it really matter? Or are you like me where it don't matter just as long as I like the entire presentation? Because some of the shoes that y'all were buying back in the day, they had the Jumpman on the back, and it didn't. You ain't had no problem with it then.
Yeah,
Why is it a thing now?
yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, I'm gonna do what I gotta
I
do.
think it's a thing now because they hide behind that. You know, the people that hide behind that. Well, Michael Jordan ain't wearing. You see, so I think they plan using that excuse as to because did Jordan ever wear forward the Jumpman on it? Like
No.
when did they start?
No.
When did they start putting the Jumpman on the fours?
That was my point. To me and you were talking about on my live a few weeks ago. I said, listen, if Jordan wore the Air Jordan 4 silhouette, then all the pairs should have Nike Air. The threes, all pairs should have the Nike Air. You know what I mean? Like if he wore the silhouette, then they should all have it. But they started putting the Jumpman on the back whenever they first brought out the first retros after
Yeah.
he became Jordan Brand. He became Jordan Brand at the Air Jordan 12, which I
Yes.
believe was 1997.
And you know that should be the only Jordans that had a Jumpman on it. If that when they officially became starting putting the Jumpman on the Jordans.
Yes, when he when he basically became Jordan Brand is when they started putting that Jumpman on the back and stuff.
So I don't know.
Tyrone,
It just don't make no damn sense to me. It just doesn't.
Sledge X said, "This is being picky, but I would like these more if they weren't metallic. I probably would too. I don't know.
Is that a sale on that air bubble bottom?
It's pushing towards the sale. Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah, it's a white upper, and it's more of like a eggshell white, pushing more into that sale kind of range.
Is it just on that part?
What?
That little cell color right there.
I believe so.
Because what was that black, white, and yellow Jordan that recently came out?
Yeah.
That's a dope shoe. That's the only thing that messed that shoe up.
The Vivid Sulfur.
Yeah, the dope. When I seen them in person, I was like, bro, that's a dope shoe. But that cell.
Oh, the yellow joint?
Yeah, that cell messed it up.
Yeah.
Like, why would they do that?
Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, man. Darnell Williams said, "Easy pass, no Nike Air on the booty, on the cheeks, on that ass, pal."
And see, Darnell, an OG guy though.
Right,
he's an OG guy.
The Jordan 2 Pythons are dope, even though it is 4 months old. The Jordan 2 Python is a decent shoe.
What is man?
I ain't gonna say it's a bad one. Like a broke clock is right at least twice a day. I'll say that with the Jordan 2s.
The only good tool there is those off whites.
So I wasn't arguing with this person on Instagram, but like I released, you know how I put my reels up on Instagram every day.
Yeah,
and so I was just like the reel was how they canceled like the flu game 12 for next year or whatever.
Yeah, that's trash.
And this chick was like, "You got flu games in the back. What are you complaining about?" I was like, I don't got flu games.
You don't have flu games.
I was like, I don't have the flu games. And then she was like, "What's that pair right there? That's the University Gold. That's the same thing." I'm like, no,
What?
No, it's not. It's really not at all. I mean, it's the same
Really?
color blocking, totally different colors, totally different shoe. But yeah.
Well, sometimes you just gotta look and keep going.
Yeah, it's just like I gotta start learning not to answer people, bro.
No, you answer. Do like I did this dude while ago, basically. I was like, bro, appreciate you watching the video, and I appreciate you commenting. Have a good one. Yeah. Because what they don't know is whether if it's good or bad comment, you still help out the engagement.
Yeah.
So just tell them like, hey, appreciate you watching the video. Thank you for commenting. And they go.
I think people all the time.
Yeah, no matter if it's good or bad. So
whether I agree with them or not, because at the end of the day, they took their time out to
Right.
engage with me.
Right. They're
And
still
I
watching
appreciate
it,
every bit of engagement
right.
I get, man.
Explain to me how this is the flu game, though.
You got a
I mean,
different
come
color.
on, bro.
It's a different color.
Well, I mean, it might have been the light, the way the light was hitting it.
No, because she knew it wasn't the flu game.
But what
Said
she's
I have.
saying is,
She hit me with the equivalent of we have McDonald's at home.
what she's saying is that's the same color blocking, so it's literally the same shoe, different color. But a lot of folks look at Jordans like that.
Right.
They
all look at it as the same shoe except for a different color.
Shoe, just different color.
Yeah.
Now is
True
she
to size
wrong?
said,
Like neither one of y'all was wrong. So
right. True to size said, if y'all never heard of Taxi 12s, would y'all cop the up and coming red taxis?
I mean, it's clean.
Average.
I don't know.
which one is that one? Hey, I don't keep up with all these shoes.
The black, white,
That's
the black,
the white
black
upper
and white 12s with the little hit of red on it.
and the little red accents. Here, I'll pull it up.
I mean,
I'll pull it up for you.
It's the same shoe. So that little red tab is the only thing that's different.
You basically.
Yeah, nah. I mean, like, why? Why would you need it?
baby?
Like, yeah, why would you need that shoe there? If that's all they did was change that little tab to red.
Okay, see, so let me see. I gotta track it down. There we go. It's that one right there.
Taxi flip. These names are getting stupider, by the way.
Yeah,
I
ain't never seen no red taxi. They should have called it the Uber or something. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I mean, it's a clean shoe. It matches the Atlanta Falcons away jersey perfectly. But see, the way I looked at it, and I talked about this, I think it was last week or the week before, I had to take myself out of the mindset of I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pairs of shoes. If I were new to it, I absolutely would have bought this. I absolutely would have bought this shoe.
Yeah.
But the simple fact that I have multiple 12s, and I'm just not interested in anything at this current moment in time other than the taxis. I'd have, because for that I'd have to say no. But if I was new to this, I mean, and I walked in the store, I'd be like, oh dang, these is nice. Let me get these. Or I'd log on to the sneakers app and I'd be like, let me get these real quick.
Yeah, that goes back to what we were saying a couple weeks ago. Like this generation of sneakerheads, this is their shoe that they're gonna look back on and be like, yeah, that was a dope cop.
The beginners, yeah.
Yeah, but the one that was around when the taxi came out, they're gonna be looking at this like, nah.
Right.
So yeah, you just gotta let them folks be great. We gotta understand, like, this is their generation, these people's generation. This is their taxi. This is their grills for years to come. So we can't really we gotta stop like putting these on our pedestals to what we were getting.
Right.
So we gotta stop comparing these to the shoes of our past and understand that this is this generation grills 10 years from now.
Right. Because when I first started, those Chinese New Years that looked like the taxis with the translucent bottoms, those were my 12s.
Yeah.
Now, people who were collecting before me who had the 12s, they were saying them Chinese New Year's is a waste of money. Like, who want them? So I had to take a step back from my my Mount Sneaker Olympus.
Yeah.
And I had to be real with myself. Like, yeah, I mean, it's clean. Vibe for Kicks said people are foolish, so I guess they want the Jordans to recycle and come back to the same kicks all the time.
Yeah.
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 I mean, because people want an opportunity at what they never had.
Well,
I mean, that's only natural.
Because They want that, and then they also say, "Well, give us something different."
Right.
Then like this is something different, and then
It's
you got.
not
They
different.
talk about it.
I know, but it's not different, but it's different. Then you
Right.
still got the people still talk about it.
Right.
Oh, why they coming out with this? But y'all asked for something different.
Right.
So, like, they in a lose-lose situation. They can't win regardless
Right.
of what they come out with.
Because shoes kind of fall in that different kind of category. Now, like with cars is about the same thing. It all recycles, but you can always give a little something different. Clothing. Clothing is a little different. But I mean, because you can do you can give somebody the same thing, but do a number of different things with clothing as well. This is shoes. You can't really do too much, man. You're stuck. Like a foot is only so different.
So you know what I say they should do? The change it up. Cause like I said, they don't probably came up with every color blocking that they could with these Jordans. So I was like, we are in 2024. Make a Jordan 12 or make a Jordan 1 look like how it would look coming out in 2024. To just give it a change. Like that Jordan 1 that came out, when Jordan 1 came out, 85, 86?
85, yeah.
That looked like an 85-year shoe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you want to be innovative, redesign the Jordan 1 that how it will look like if it came out in 2024. You see what I'm saying?
You say
not what they're doing now with the 36
give it a modern
and the 35.
look. Yeah. Don't give it a throwback look. Give it a modern look.
Give it a modern look.
Yeah.
If we came out with Jordan 1 today, this is what it would look like. Like, don't play with it like they're doing with the 35, the 36, and then all that. They're throwing elements of the old. No, go back to the drawing board. And if you was to come out with a Jordan 11 in 2024, this is what it would look like.
Right.
And I think that'll rejuvenate the sneaker culture.
Vibe for Kids said, "Do you know the Jordan 3 Rio black sneaker laces look purplish at certain like?" Yeah, because it's the whole black dye. Like if you wash black, it'll look purple. But yeah, it's got to do with the type of dye and the darkness of
and those Rios are black.
I love that black. I love that black.
It's like
yeah. I definitely know how that is. I think it's called a metallic. Yeah, you don't have to buy everything exactly. People always compare in their minds in the beginning, just part of being humans. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, but it also says that we are failed to repeat history because we don't pay enough attention to history, So that's always that kind of issue. Now, I wanted to talk about these, and I know, oh gosh, I know James hate them, but I don't care. So for this instance, I don't know if you're gonna count, James. I don't know if you're gonna count because I ain't trying to hit a slander. But the Air Jordan 17.
Oh, all right, y'all. Listen, man, I gotta get ready for work and stuff.
They are dropping at the end of the month on the 30th. And Nike has let us down again. They're rumored to be limited to around 10,000 pairs. So that means ain't nobody getting them. Ain't nobody but the resellers getting these joints. And James gets to laugh a little bit because a lot of people were talking about how they want them, had hopes of getting them. More people than James actually thought was gonna enjoy them. But for this release, like Chad Johnson say, kiss the baby. You can kiss the baby. I wanted a pair, but don't look like I'm gonna get a pair because anything over 300 and I can't do it, Chief. I just can't do it. Suitcase and all, but 10,000 pairs. You know that resale gonna be stupid.
And you're missing the most important aspect of this whole story.
What?
They're not even dropping on the sneakers app.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're only dropping in tier 0 stores, in certain tier 0 stores. Yep.
Well,
so then it's like the next 17 that we'll see is what is it? I think the blue pair, and then there's an Alma year pair coming out too. So ain't no telling how limited the 17s are gonna be this year. Now, so I might be crazy, and I might be the only one thinking this, but why did they skip the 15s?
What are the 15s?
I actually like the 15s. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna pull the 15s up.
But you said they only got what 10,000 pairs of these?
The yellow ones.
Y'all got to think about it. Y'all really think they were gonna give y'all 500,000 pairs of suitcases?
That's what I said. That's what I said like 2 months ago.
Yeah, that's the reason why they ain't making it. They ain't finna give out that many suitcases to y'all like that.
You imagine the suitcases sitting at the outlet, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right. Like, they not finna do that.
Average, why you had to say it like that, though?
Because that's the truth.
Because if they would have made a whole bunch of these, bro, the outlet would have nothing but suitcases in the back of the store, bro.
Yeah, that's the truth, though.
No, that ain't true. These wouldn't sit. They wouldn't sit.
But Nike ain't giving out suitcases like that.
If they made a whole bunch of these would definitely sit.
No, they didn't sit back in the day. They made a whole bunch of them back in the day. They made more than 10,000 back in the day. They didn't sit.
You just don't like the 17.
Not in 2024, bro.
No. You see how many people said that they actually wanted this. The reason that this is a whole thing right here with only 10,000 pairs is because a lot of people want them. A lot of people want them.
Wait till Wale pop out with them again.
Yes. Hey, you can downplay the 17s, but the people say wrong. These are the 15s right here. These right here. Those are the 15s.
If you wonder why you say why everybody skip them or Nike skip them?
Yeah, I mean, because I've seen recently a lot of people asking for the 15.
Jordan played in those?
Yes. When he was with the Washington Wizards. This is modeled after like a fighter jet.
These are garbage.
And they call them the gravy boat 15s because they look like gravy boats.
These are the don't ever retro 15s.
All right, now
I like these. I had these.
Y'all go up with the Jordans. What's y'all cutoff spot?
I had these when I was a kid.
Me, 14.
That's trash because there's so many other good Jordans past 14.
There's a couple here and there, man. Wait a
minute. Hold on. Your cutoff point is not the 14.
It is though.
Because last time I checked, you got some 34s, 35s?
Yeah, I only bought them because Average told me a couple years ago.
Don't blame Average.
But it was his fault though.
Because you had to have looked at that silhouette and saw something in it that you liked enough to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and listen, and I relearned from that, and I'm back down to 1 through 14.
Man,
you're allowed to learn from your mistakes, bro.
I was so about to say that for these 15.
Have you seen me pick up any of them ever since? No. Have you seen me pick up any of the newer ones past that 30? What was that? That 35? No, I was like, you know what?
Like, they drop every year, so don't do that.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
But you can't sit here and tell me them 38s or 39s or 36 don't look better than this.
They do. They definitely do.
That's what I'm talking about.
They definitely do. They definitely do.
Like this hideous right here.
Especially them 35s. Actually, like those weren't bad.
The 23s are fine. That's the one. Yeah, I like the 23s. I like the 23s.
Let me see. What's the 23?
Yeah, I like the 23s.
But y'all, listen, I do have to really go though, because I gotta get a shower and ready for work and go to sleep and stuff. But I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. thank you for everybody who's tapped in with us tonight, man. I'll see y'all very soon. Make sure you guys are subbing up to Homegrown if you're ghost watching. He's on that road to 1K. Average Sneaker Guy. He be putting out all kinds of shorts and stuff like that on his channel. Love you guys, man. I'll see y'all very soon. Guys,
all right, man. Take it easy.
Tomorrow, all right?
All right, then. Now, click on that black one, man. Click on the black one.
Why? The red one spoke to me.
No, click on the black one on the second row.
Oh, these down here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those hard. I remember when those came out, man. Those hard.
Well, these is basketball. So I can imagine you was going crazy for them.
Yeah, a lot of folks were going. A lot of folks actually liked the D23.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
That they go in the check. They go charge. They go nitro. Like they go.
Action said 23s are fire.
Yeah, a lot of folks actually liked the 23.
The last Air Jordan 23 colorway tiered was for Titan collabs. Charles Minima said, I had the Stealth 23s. 20s are fire too. All right, let's check these 20s out.
20s is. I don't remember the 20s.
Let's check the 20s out. Let's go back. I know I didn't type in Horton 23 and it just.
Oh man.
Oh, I remember them. I do remember these.
Nah, those ain't it. In my opinion, those ain't it.
Oh man,
those ain't it. No. No, I'm gonna let you have that fact. You can have those. You love it. You like it. I love it.
Dang, after how you feeling, man? Okay, so we hit that 2-hour mark, but before we go, I want to talk about these. And I think this is the nail in the coffin. Well, for me anyway. Now that don't mean I ain't finna get the ones that's coming up. Let me see. What was it I was looking at? So the Air Jordan 1 Deep Royal Blue released in spring of 2025. And you see Jordan in his Wizard jersey looking emaciated. He looking hungry. He ain't looking like the same Jordan. And that's the mock-ups for the shoe. No.
Yes.
This what you want?
That's hard.
With the suede ankle collar, the cracked suede ankle collar.
Yeah.
I'm good on these. And I think because I have so many blue Jordan 1s. Like I'm tired of I'm tired of blue Jordan 1s.
What were those black and white? Go ahead.
Which ones?
Nobody complained about the cracks on these.
I did. I mean, it ain't the cracks though. It's just the whole thing. I don't like it. Dang, James, he had to chime in before he left. He said it looked like a mid meeting a union and having a kid.
Yeah. James had these though. He say that now. He say that now, but James gonna get these. These hard.
Dang, Nitro said.
Nitro?
Relax, Nitro, relax.
Nitro, what do you like, bro? Hey, no, we finna stop it. We finna find out right now. What do you like, Nitro? We know you don't like Jordan whatsoever right now. So
Nitro,
what do you like so we can talk about it?
Nitro, I got to get you on the live, man, so we can just air out your grievances. You know, just put it out there for the interwebs, man. And let them know what your problem is with these shoe brands.
we might have to have a section like the Breakfast Club. Get it off your chest. Have one of y'all come up every week for 15 seconds to get it off your chest.
Right.
We might, that's for real. We might have
Right,
to do
right, right. That's
let y'all get it off y'all chest.
well, we have 15 seconds where everybody just go in. Hey,
Yeah. We'll
somebody
let y'all
send
come
me
on.
like some videos of
Oh
y'all
yeah,
just
just
going in.
hey, don't
Send
say
in.
too much.
Hey, look.
That's why we got a Discord. Don't say say not too loud. Cause they go back to what I had came up with when I came
Yeah,
up with the show.
right.
Has
All right,
everybody
so
else. Yeah.
okay, so we got a good idea. Y'all heard it here first. With
Right. If
with
anybody
homegrown and
say,
average. So look, it's gonna be recorded, it's gonna be on record, but we'll have something for y'all like in the coming weeks. It probably won't be next week, but it'll be the week after. So yeah, y'all just be ready for that, man. Okay. Everybody that's watching.
screw it. Go ahead and say it because it's on record and everybody know where it came from.
Okay, so
Screw it. Let's put it out there.
I need y'all to send me video of you just airing out your grievances for the week. Then what I'll do is I'll play it back during the live, and that way you all will be part of the discussion. Y'all will be even more part of the discussion than in the chat.
Yeah.
So if you don't follow me at homegrown_kicks on IG. I think I'll be able to do it on TikTok as well. Follow me at homegrown kicks on TikTok. I don't know if you would be okay with them reaching out to you in that manner on your social platforms, but if you are, hey, hit up average, but it'll give you all an opportunity to air your grievances, and we're gonna play it live.
And it ain't even gotta be just like airing out. You can just make a video of your thoughts or your opinion on certain shoes and whatnot, and then we'll react to it, like have a conversation to your video as we talking in person. Like it ain't just gotta be get it off your chest and air it out.
True.
It could be make a video about anything, like asking questions, your pickup of the week. And I mean, yeah, y'all can get creative with it. And
So
then
my contact email
yeah.
is attached to the channel. You can send it to me through email. You can tag me in it on your social platforms, or you can send it to my inbox. That way it'll stay there longer and I can just pull it up. However you prefer to send a recorded message. And then I think I might up the ante, and I think I will pick the best video and have something for you.
Okay.
I might have something for the best video. And maybe even at one point in time, the most consistent participant. I might have something for you then. Of course, y'all know I'm on the road to 1K. At 1K, I'll be doing a giveaway as well. So that's another thing to be on the lookout for. We have held y'all up long enough. We have hit our 2-hour mark. I normally don't like going over 2 hours. We have gone over that and then some. So you know what time it is. Let me go through the rest of these comments and then we're gonna wrap it up. Charles Minima said JB needs to definitely start bringing back some of the other later models. We need the red suede 21s, etc. Nitro, he's grieving. He's grieving. he's airing out his grievances, and we're gonna say that. Nitro, go ahead and give us that video, man. And then
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I'll also link your socials up there, or let your socials be known for other people to follow you, so the family can tap in with you and see what you do and things like that as well. But I want to give a shout out to everybody that came through in the live today, that came through the back door portion of the live. everybody that tapped in and showed love and support, man. I appreciate y'all on the road to 1K. If you don't know who I am, I'm HG, also known as Homegrown Kicks. Again, on the road to 1K, and we building something beautiful here, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Trying to build a different community, because the community has gotten a little toxic, a little spoiled, a little entitled, and things like that. And I'm just trying to bring it back to reality with what we do. So with that being said, man, I want to say thank you, Mario, for coming through, man. I appreciate you. The family does as well. Ryan McPherson, always, brother. Thank you for coming through. Tyrone Turner Sr., aka True to Size, man. Thank you for tapping in. Salutes to you. Giganator, man. I know you couldn't be here, even though I'm pretty sure you wanted to. I hope everything is going well. Hope work is going well. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for tapping in as always, and sharing your opinion, and getting me back on the right track. G Face 227, man. Thank you for tapping in. Salutes to you, man. I greatly appreciate you as well. Yayo Sosa, man, family brother. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you as always. Derek Dynasty, man. Salutes to you. Thank you for tapping in to today's live. I appreciate you. The family appreciates you. Charles Minima, salutes to you, brother, man. Always tapping in, sharing your knowledge as well. Thank you for coming through. Let's see who else. Iggy, man, thank you for tapping through to the main live as well as the vertical backdoor live portion, man. You kept it going on that end. Sledge X, man, thank you for tapping into the main live and the backdoor live, man. You kept that going as well, man. I appreciate everybody who came through here and ghost watched in the backdoor section of the live too. Thank y'all. Keegan McPeters, man, my brother, salute to you. Shout out to James Myers for coming through, jumping on the panel, and being in the chat, man. Thanks to you. Salutes, man. Jayville, man, salute to you for coming in and tapping in, man. Appreciate it. It's much love as always, brother. The family appreciates you as well. Let's see. Big homie, man. Thank you for coming through tonight, man. Like I said, man, I hope everything is going well, man. Hope the training with you and your son goes well, and can't wait to see young man in the NBA. Be like Tiger Woods and his daddy. Hey, shout out to you, man. Thank you, big homie, for coming through. Let's see who else we got. Vic Brown, man. Hey, don't think I didn't see you. I said something. I shouted you out earlier. I didn't pass you up, man. Thank you for coming through, Vic Brown. As always, you're greatly appreciated. Poppy, man. They got on me last time for saying your real name, so I gotta do it a little different, man. Hey, shout out to you, man. Much love, man. I appreciate you for tapping into the live. Darnell Williams, man. I appreciate you as well, man. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. The family appreciates you. Vibe for Kicks. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming through, sharing all your information. I'm gonna check out your setup on TikTok. So just be on the lookout. I'm gonna follow you as well. Feel free to give me a follow. It's not mandatory. And let's see. I think that might be it for the night. I got Nitro. Oh, yeah. Fiction, man. Thank you for coming back through, man. Salutes to you, man. I appreciate you, man. I try to remember each and every one of y'all, man. It's hard, but I do my best. If I don't get to you, hey, don't take it as being slighted in any way. I appreciate the ghost watchers as well, man. Y'all make the channel just as much as the people who participate in the live as well. So don't think that your contributions are small contributions. They're just as big as everybody else's. Last but not least, Average. As always, man, I appreciate you for coming through, man. It takes a lot to do this. It is not as easy as it looks to do it by yourself, and it's always easier when you can have somebody to bounce your ideas off of, live in a sense. So I greatly appreciate you for coming through. You definitely take some of the weight off my shoulders. I appreciate you. Anything you want to say to the people? I ain't gonna put you up on the big screen today.
Oh,
I just let you say your piece, man.
no, just shout out to y'all. Y'all keep coming out, rocking with the lives on Wednesdays and Fridays. And we appreciate y'all, man.
Facts, man. I absolutely appreciate y'all. So if y'all don't know, I joined an affiliate program with Crease Guards. Protect your shoes from creases. They're comfortable. They're easy to work with. If you're looking to get you a set of crease guards, head over to creaseguards.com. They come in 3 different sizes. They range from a size 6 to a 12 and up. If you use my promo code, homegrown, I was going to say homegrown kicks, but it's homegrown. My promo code, homegrown, you save 25% off site wide. That is a lot to save. I'm going to try to work behind the scenes with Crease Guards for them to put some more things on the site, put a little bug in their ear for other items that you all might be interested in. So y'all let me know under a post or in my DMs or things like that, what you all would look for or need to protect your shoes. What are the things that you all would go for the most when it comes to sneaker protection? But yeah, check out creaseguards.com. With that being said, man, I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all. I can't say it enough. Before I go, I cannot leave y'all without saying nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way, and dream hungry. Until next time, next Wednesday, same time, same place, same homegrown station. I will catch you all later. Peace, 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 peace and love, y'all. Thank you.